We have been discussing the topic of who is going to get screwed the most under Donald Trump. And one contender, as is often the case, is seniors and poor people. In his first week back in the Oval Office, Donald Trump was busy signing executive orders like he was handing out signed MAGA hats at a rally. But one of the things that he did is rescind something Biden did to make drugs less expensive for people who can't otherwise afford them. He was bragging about, I'm cracking down on immigrants, I'm banning DEI, but he was quietly axing something that was hugely consequential, which is Executive Order 14087 from Joe Biden. This was the Biden plan to lower drug costs, including $2 copays for generic drugs and increased access for life-saving cancer treatments for Medicare and Medicaid patients. Trump repealed it. Trump spent months on the campaign trail saying, I'm really going to lower prescription drug costs. Trump spent months on the campaign trail saying it was thanks to him that insulin costs were capped for people. Trump said, we're going to make it so affordable you're not going to believe it. But on day one, he hands Big Pharma a giant gift basket filled with rolled back regulations and a note that probably read, thanks for your donations. Nancy Pelosi put it perfectly. He campaigned on lowering costs, but he immediately blocked a program that cuts drug prices for seniors and cuts drug prices from working families. There's no simpler way to say it. It's almost like he was lying about what he was going to do the whole time. He would never. We also shouldn't forget who Trump is really serving here. Senator Ed Markey, Democrat from Massachusetts, pointed out that pharmaceutical CEOs were dining with Trump at Mar-a-Lago right before Trump took office. Very cozy. And what did they get for their fine dining experience? I don't know if they served frog's legs. A president who killed a program that would have guaranteed $2 copay generic drugs for seniors. Now, meanwhile, the pharmaceutical companies are doing very well. They made over $500 billion in profits last year, but let's give them a break and make it more expensive for grandma? That doesn't, we're going after Nana here? That doesn't make any sense. Trump did not stop at drug prices. He also repealed policies that expanded Medicaid for postpartum women. Remember, oh no, no abortion, no, but take away everything from the child when it's born and take away everything from the woman after she's given birth. He took away extended Obamacare enrollment periods. He took away increased funding for healthcare outreach. That sounds like diversity crap. Get rid of it. Because why help new moms or uninsured Americans when you can focus on whatever it is he's doing? Setting up Dr. Phil to televise immigration raids. Trump's real healthcare plan, as has been the healthcare plan for Republicans for a long time, is if you are sick, stop being poor. If you're poor, don't get sick. It's been this way for a long time. Democrats do not have the votes to stop this at this point in time, nor is it even a question of votes. But they are at least trying to make sure people know who's to blame. It doesn't always work. Peter Welch, Jackie Rosen, they are calling out the absurdity of this. They're calling out the absurdity of raising costs for seniors while the pharmaceutical companies have the record profits. And as Senator Welch put it, why give pharma a break when they're already making $500 billion a year? The answer is because Trump's version of draining the swamp is you fill it with lobbyists. You fill it with CEOs, you fill it with big corporations, tech, pharma, whatever. So we've just got to acknowledge what this presidency is really about. The populist rhetoric falls very flat. For how long now? 6, 8, 10 years, I've been warning my audience. Be careful about populist rhetoric because it can sound very good, but what matters is the policy. Trump talking about, we're going to make America great for everybody, people will have things, they'll afford things, it'll all be great. And then you rescind an order that actually helps things be more affordable, that people need, pharmaceuticals, and then you just give a gift to pharmaceutical companies. This is why the populist rhetoric is used to bamboozle people, because it allows Trump to just sound like he cares about a certain group of people without being specific about what he actually plans to do. And what he actually planned to do was dismantle the policies that lower drug prices and improve healthcare access. And Trump and his cronies get rich doing it. This is the, by the way, healthcare, Trump and healthcare, we should know he can't be trusted on a word he says about healthcare. He was going to replace Obamacare with something great. The proposal in 2017, which thankfully didn't go forward, would have led to 24 to 32 million Americans losing healthcare coverage. This is the guy who once suggested injecting bleach to solve a health crisis. This is the guy who is truly going to screw those who can't afford to be screwed. Seniors, poor people, anybody who needs help affording health care or health insurance. The day one of Trump, which they've been bragging about, is a dystopian horror. And we need to make sure people know who's to blame. Whether they will remember how to vote on that basis come November of 2026, I don't know, guys. I don't know. But if we can't stop it, we've got to make sure we know who's to blame.
Once again, we're seeing big tech blur the lines between private industry and public government. Zuckerberg, Bezos, even Sam Altman at OpenAI are donating millions to Trump's inaugural fund because they say he'll lead our country into the age of AI, despite these same tech CEOs warning about how dangerous AI can be. Algorithms control what we see every day to serve corporate and political interests, which is why I've trusted Ground News for years to help me find the truth. Ground News doesn't tell you what to think. They show you each news outlet's biases, credibility, financial incentives, so you know who's benefiting from the way each news outlet spins each story. You can even filter out certain sources you don't want and stay informed without getting buried in the noise. Stay engaged with Ground News, who is fixing what is breaking right in front of us: trust and transparency in the media. Ground News is giving my audience 50% off the same Vantage plan that I use. Go to ground.news/Pacman. The link is in the description, or scan my QR code.